A man is exploring the deep depths of a cave alone, when all of a sudden, he hears this.
It stopped. Well, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is.
As the man explores deeper into the dark cave, he is suddenly stopped by strange noises coming from a dark tunnel in front of him, which sounds like faint whispers.
Wow.
The man turns around away from the dark tunnel and away from the strange noises. However, as the man gets further away from the dark tunnel, the faint whispers continue and he turns around to check if anyone or anything is behind him. However, as he looks back at the dark tunnel, nothing appears to be there, yet the faint whispers continue.
Wow.
Leaving the man to wonder if he was truly alone in that cave, and what exactly those strange noises were.
Wow.
In the middle of the night, an employee is making his rounds as he closes up for the night. However, before he leaves, he hears this. As the employee goes to check on a dimly lit area of the building, he finds himself looking down a dark hallway, when suddenly, childlike laughter which then turns into loud screams can be heard echoing through the building. Spooked and caught off guard, the man quickly goes to investigate.
Buenas noches, ya se cerró. ¿Hay algún niño aquí? Buenas noches.
The man quickly goes to investigate the area in which the loud laughter and screams seem to be coming from. However, as the man stops to listen for any more sounds, he is left with deafening silence. The man attempts to communicate with whoever made those sounds and can be heard saying, "It's already closed," and "Is there a kid inside here?" But the man's attempts to communicate are left with silence as he quickly walks away still spooked while saying, "Good evening," to whoever was out there, leaving the man to wonder who or what made those sounds and if there was something in the building with him. A woman who goes by the name of Haunted Amelia on TikTok has been recording her experiences in a 250-year-old house she lives in, when one night, she captures this. One night the woman is downstairs alone, when suddenly she starts hearing strange banging coming from the upstairs floor. The woman then starts recording as she quickly goes to investigate the strange noises. However, as she makes her way into her upstairs bedroom, she is suddenly stopped by the curtains in the upstairs bedroom window sliding open on their own, and soon after, an object falls off the wall and hits the floor. The woman then goes to see what caused the curtains to open on their own, but is left with nothing. However, the next night the woman stumbles across something bizarre.
I noticed that there's nothing actually holding this floorboard down, so when you walk on it, it rattles a lot. So I looked underneath the floorboard to see where I could nail it down again. But I had to get my camera out because Can you see that? That looks like something buried to me. It's wedged under the old floorboards. I don't know what that is. Hmm? Oh man, that's awesome. I'll be able to get this out. I'm gonna have to cut this because I'm gonna need both hands to get this out because it is like wedged in there. Okay, so I think it's coming out. It looks like it's got gold on it. Oh, it's coming. Whoa. It is filthy. How long do you reckon that was in there for? It's definitely a book, but they're not like actual pages. They're like really thick. Alright, I'm gonna have to open this on camera. I'm gonna clean this up because I don't want to breathe this in and make another video.
The next night, the woman decides to investigate a strange loose floorboard. However, when the woman lifts up the loose floorboard, she finds a mysterious book buried underneath the floor. And when she is able to get a closer look at this book, things get even more bizarre.
Let's see what was inside. The book seemed normal at the start, filled with old portraits. But things took a creepy turn the further I went into the book. I noticed what seemed like a very old photo of my house. This is when the pictures took an unsettling turn. The rest of the album is filled with pictures of empty rooms that have an unsettling feeling. A dark shadow appears in all of these photos. I can't help but think what else could be buried under those floorboards. I will search for more hidden items.
After the woman gets the book out from underneath the floorboards, she decides to investigate further and see what's inside. As the woman flips through the pages of this mysterious book, she sees many pages just containing old photographs of past people and photos of her house. However, as she looks closer at the old photos of her house, she sees that there appears to be an ominous dark shadow in the corner of every picture of each room in the house. The woman is left shocked and terrified at what she is seeing in this mysterious book, and many commenters have put it out that what she has found underneath the floorboards could be a grimoire, which is an ancient book of spells and magic. So, what exactly is this mysterious book that was found underneath their floorboards? And is it linked to the paranormal occurrences that the woman has been experiencing in her old house? Late one night, a man and his friend are doing some urban exploring at an abandoned insane asylum. However, the man and his friend are left with more than just an exploration.
No sé, un frasco de medicamento, pero no sé qué es, güey. Acércale. ¿Ves?
As the man and his friend explore further into the abandoned insane asylum, they find themselves in a small room investigating what appears to be a small container containing an unknown substance. When suddenly, a disembodied voice of a little girl can be heard close to them as they look at the small container.
¿Ves?
However, what happens next is even more terrifying. As the man and his friend explore a more wide open section of the abandoned asylum, they suddenly hear strange noises coming from a nearby room, which sound like the distressing calls and yells of multiple people. The man and his friend are left frozen in shock and fear as they listen to these distressing calls and yells echo throughout the asylum. The footage abruptly ends with the continued distressing calls and yells, leaving us to wonder if what the man and his friend heard while exploring an abandoned insane asylum were the distressing calls and yells of previous patients who may have experienced a traumatic end. At 3 a.m., a man is returning home after going to a late night party. When on a stretch of dark road, he decides to take a shortcut and sees something that made his blood run cold. As the man drives alone down a dark stretch of road, he sees a shortcut that he could take and slowly makes his way to the side of the road. However, when he reaches the shortcut, the man looks up to see a woman dressed in all black staring at him while peering out from a building on the side of the road and eerily grinning. The man is nearly left frozen in fear and shock. However, he quickly turns back onto the main road and speeds away from the mysterious figure, leaving the man terrified and wondering who or what was watching him. Before we move on to our last frightening clip, make sure you're subscribed so you can stay up to date on the latest frightening findings. And while you're at it, make sure to give that like button on Frightening Experience and check out some more of the frightening findings that come across here in this channel. Now, let's continue. For our last frightening clip, a woman is deep in the woods of a national park as she is alone with her dog when she captures this.
Somebody's chasing me down. I don't expect to. Oh, so stupid. What the fuck?
As the woman is alone walking her dog down a trail of a national forest, she gets the growing sensation that she is not alone. However, as she turns around to check if anyone is behind her, a tall, dark figure can be seen standing eerily still at the back of the trail. The woman is left terrified as she quickly turns around and continues down the trail, leaving us to wonder what exactly was captured at the end of this trail, and if the woman was truly alone. Alright, that's all the frightening clips I have for now. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment if you got frightened. And while you're at it, make sure to smash that subscribe button and give the like button a frightening experience. Thank you for all of your support, and check out some more of the frightening findings I come across here in this channel. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!